Dookey Dash Mint created a whole new economy, a whole new job to gamers that now are playing night and day for others and making thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's not illegal. You can do it if you want. I saw price lists, menus where you can choose your score and how much you have to pay for that. Like, it's incredible.
We're on DAM 30 freaking weeks.
Woo!
30 weeks. What's up, everybody? Look who's back.
Woo!
The diamond is back, baby. The DAM is back together. How's it going, Diamond? Let's start with you.
Fucking pumped to be back with the homies, y'all. Love y'all so much. Appreciate y'all holding it down during my sabbatical. But back to action and doing the thing. Ready to rock. You know, got this little funky beanie on, doing my thing in staple gear. Just trying to keep up with the vibe. You know, y'all been crushing it while I've been gone. So I figured I had to come back with something high key.
So this is the Dookey Dash episode. Let's get into it. First off, I want to start off with a little bit of somber news, but we wish Gordon the best. So Gordon tweeted out this morning, there's some heavy news. A few days ago, he was told by his doctor that he has congestive heart failure, and symptoms started last year out of the blue, and he put off seeking help. And his doctor has asked him to radically change his lifestyle to better his health. And so you can read the thread on his profile. I think most people are probably curious what it also means for his life and for you guys as well. So he says that the symptoms are mild, and he can live a mostly normal life, but it's progressing pretty fast. And because of that, he's going to need to take time off of yoga, and he's stepping back from yoga. He's still going to be an advisor, but Garga is going to be leading the ship, and so is the new CEO that's coming in a couple months. And so he won't be on the front lines for a while. He's really excited, and he's going to put his health first. And once that's shored up, I'm sure he's going to be back with a lot of energy, and the community is going to welcome him back. So Gordon, we hope you recover quickly and that your lifestyle change impacts your condition in a meaningful way. You mean a lot to the Web3 space. I think I speak for all of us when I say that. And what you've built with Yuga, along with your co-founders, has been incredible. And so our heart goes out to you and your family and your loved ones.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing. Talk a lot about Web3, but like in business and entrepreneurship in general, Gordon has been like a big inspiration for me, for many other entrepreneurs, to see how you can really believe in something and push forward and create something so incredible in such a short amount of time. It's like a huge inspiration. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Gordon, and obviously I wish him the best. I wish he's going to come back with us soon and improve his health situation. So
health comes number one. Gordon, we wish you the best from the DAM show. Let's move on to Dookey Dash. Last week, Dookey Dash tweeted out a video, Board Ape tweeted out a video of some tips on how you can get better at the game. And they also had some changes that they're going to be doing with PowerShard. So let's talk about all of that. First, let's go to the video.
Welcome back to the Sewer Dashers. We're going to break down some essential tips to help you survive longer in the sewers and set your best score yet. Tip number 1, look as far ahead as possible and stay on the edges of the sewer. Being able to react in time to an obstacle depends on how early you can spot it, especially as you get deeper in the sewer and the trash really starts piling up. Your character can also block you from seeing what's coming, so stick to the edges of the screen so you can plan ahead. Figure out when you can slip past obstacles without needing to dash through them, and avoid bonking into larger objects that will throw you off your path. Tip number 2, experiment with your mouse settings. Try changing your mouse sensitivity settings to be higher than what you're used to. Being able to quickly move your character from one side of the screen to the other will be crucial to surviving the deeper you go. Once you've gotten used to the new settings, keep practicing your movement until it's smooth and precise. Tip number 3, keep calm under pressure and take breaks. Don't get tilted. It's easy to get frustrated or worked up. Remember, you can play an unlimited number of times until February 8th, so take it easy on yourself. It's all just practice. Tip number 4, use your PowerShard packs wisely. Don't let your guard down just because you have a boost. Do your best to keep your focus and reflexes razor sharp. If you're going for a high score, make sure it's after you've fully warmed up and have no distractions in the way. Once you buy or stack the Power Shark pack, the real-time timer begins. If you missed our first tips and tricks, make sure to follow us on our YouTube and Twitter to see the rest. And keep sharing your best highlights with hashtag Dookey.
So they shared 8 tips.
One of the most important powers you have in Dookey Dash is the ability to boost forward and break through obstacles. Here are 4 facts on the dash that every player needs to know. Tip number 1. Dash earlier and use your full range. Your dash lasts for a small amount of time before you slow down and can no longer break through obstacles. Try dashing earlier than you normally would the next time you're in front of a wall and give yourself a better chance to react if there's something right behind it. Tip number 2. Reset your dash. If you use your dash to break through some wooden boards or knock a large object out of the way, the cooldown is instantly reset. You can dash again immediately. Tip number 3. Dash for points. Not only will dashing through a large object reset your cooldown, you'll also earn points for doing so. While it's not much, every point counts when you're going for a high score, especially in the early game when the sewers aren't as clogged. Tip number 4. Reduce your cooldown with a Power Shark pack. Your dash has a 3-second cooldown if it doesn't get reset, which can spell disaster later in a run. You can cut that cooldown in half by buying a Power Shark pack with ApeCoin. It's one of 3 unique boosts you get when you purchase it. Don't forget to keep sharing your high scores and use the hashtag Dookey Dash. We'll be back with more tips and tricks soon.
Okay. So they shared 8 tips. There's actually 2 videos that they've posted now, and it looks like this is a bit of a series, and we might get more tips in the future. Maybe, Diamond, any thoughts on some of the tips? And maybe we can talk about how your Dookey runs are going.
Yeah, it's like me and you, we're playing. I don't know how much you're playing, but I'm still playing almost every day. I don't know if Diamond has played it all, if he tried it or not. No, but yeah, like I'm doing better. Not yet, but you will have to try. Maybe we can do it on a live stream. My scores I have been getting better, but I hit like a plateau because I don't have a mouse, so it's difficult with the trackpad to actually go through like move faster and react faster. I think that the mouse is much better, so I think that's the reason why I have a very low score. My best is 57k. I'm trying to push it up a bit, but I'm still having fun playing. Like, not a joke. It's not only for people that are going for the highest score, even lowest scores. Like, you get to the point that you're just against yourself, so it's good.
Yeah, Diamond, we've got to get you on a live stream and play with one of our passes. I'm still trackpad gang. My high score is still the same. It's around 91, 92,000. But I'm officially the game. I just got a mouse today. So guess what I'm doing after recording?
Come on.
I'm going for it. Maybe let's just talk really quickly about what the motivation behind going for high score is. Because, look, we have Orangie. And Orangie is, I believe he has a top score as of this recording, and we'll go to one of his runs, and you'll see how crazy it is. But what's the motivation for people that are not going to get top 1? Is there any benefit for people to keep playing and get a higher score?
I have my speculation. I don't know if it's what's going to happen, but when they presented the mint initially, this has always been considered a skilled mint. So what you're gonna mint after during the summoning is gonna be based on your skills. So what's the point of calling it like that if it's only for one person to hit the key? I think that each score will mean a different mint, like depending on what you hit. So in my opinion, the highest the better, and you're gonna mint something different depending on your final score. So that's what I'm thinking, and also the fragments that you collect along the way. Obviously, higher score, the longer you survive in the sewer, the more fragments you get and you collect. So I think all these things together are going to mean something. They're going to be important for what we mint during the summoning. That's what I think, and that's why I'm going for a better score, even though I will never be number 1.
Damien, I know you've been out of the loop for a little bit, but any thoughts on this whole competition and the whole skill-based mint?
Oh, you know I've always got thoughts, friend. I've always got some thoughts. So keeping it brief here, what an amazing way to enter utilization of ApeCoin into the ecosystem. You know, just watching from a distance, this first, I mean, it's not the first use case, let's be clear. I know 10KTF has been using some ApeCoin for some exchanges on some stuff for a little while, right? But like to have this implemented and have the sharp boost or whatever it is, like it's an amazing way to keep people involved, keep them moving forward. Like, look at that, $1 million in ApeCoin's been worked through in boosts. You know what I'm saying? Which that's freaking awesome. What it means for the ecosystem, I think it's a very bullish use case out the gates, without like having additional details even provided. It's just a game, and here we go. Let's start using up some ApeCoin, and apes are using it quite well, obviously.
Yeah, it's a great point. I put it up yesterday or a couple of days ago. It's been 1 week with that Dookey Dash has been live, and it feels way longer for some reason. It's only been 8 or 9 days at this point. But in that 1 week, close to $1 million at ApeCoin's valuation at the time of this, which was about $6.10, or almost 150,000 ApeCoin has been spent. And remember, one of the tips was when you get a power chart, it's cost to ape, and you're able to get more fragments. You get a bit of a modifier on, you get a 50% bonus, and your cooldown is reduced. So there's an element of pay to play in this game, and people are down to spend 2 ape because people degen into mints all the time. They'll second guess spending $40 on a salad, but $40 mint, degen into it, do it, baby. And so we're seeing the effect of that on ApeCoin right now. Microtransactions and cryptocurrency, hey, it's working out so well so far. And so I'm excited to keep updating this graph and see where this graph ends up at the very end of the competition. I'm trying to go for the highest score that I can, because I agree with you, maybe Netta. Skill-based mint means that what we mint at the summoning, which is on, correct me if I'm wrong, February either 15th or 16th, that is a mint where the score from your sewer pass gets put into the test, and we summon power sources, I think. And those power sources are going to depend on how far you got in the actual run itself. I haven't seen anybody talk about this, and this is so absolutely novel. A skill-based mint. And not so much the concept of it, but the effect of it, the unit economics of it on the market have been fascinating.
Yeah.
Because you now have a ticket that was a free claim, first of all. So tier 1 to tier 4, free claim. The higher tier that you have, the better you're able to do in the game, because you get a modifier. And so those are naturally selling for, tier 4 selling for close to like 10,000, 12,000. The lowest one here is about 3,000. But that whole dynamic changes when the scores on the tickets are locked in. When the scores or tickets are locked in, that is actually what matters more than the tier of the ticket itself. And so if you have a tier 1 ticket with a score of, let's say, 400,000, which is very, very high, and there's tier 2s and tier 3 tickets that have a lower score than that, then the tier 1 ticket is actually probably going to sell for way more, because it has a higher score, because that score dictates what you mint. And so this is such a fascinating experiment. And Gordon referenced that most of this is an experiment and a proof of concept. Here, Gordon says that Dookey Dash and Sewer Pass evolutions are effectively proof of concept. Opens the door to so much fun, and we're learning so much from this, and it makes me so excited for the year ahead. And what he's saying here is the fact that, look, nobody's really done microtransactions like this in a game. That's a proof of concept. And then this whole concept of attaching a score to a ticket, and that's going to dictate what you mint and the value of it. This is all brand new. Nobody's really done this. And so you guys, once again, pushing the envelope. This is such a fascinating example of how you can innovate and use these new concepts and new ways to experiment and try things.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. If I'm being honest, I'm really excited to see the way that it plays out into the future. One thing at 10KTF we've always talked about is participation matters, right? And so like seeing this, like knowing that, yeah, you might have a tier 4 pass, right? But say you don't end up playing Dookey Dash, right? You got the tier 4 pass, you're holding an ape, you got a kennel even, you got that tier 4, but you didn't end up playing Dookey Dookey Dash. Well, then you got a couple tier 1 folks that came in and picked it up secondary. They don't even own apes, right? But they're trying to get into the Yuga ecosystem. So then they pick up their tier 1 and they get a little bit of a higher score than that tier 4 had the opportunity for. Because when we look at the tiers, they also equate to levels of point accumulation, right? So like the power tiers that move up in those points. So I think there's actually an opportunity in there, right, for some displacement of the traditional settings of what is I guess it's a hierarchy kind of, right?
Yep.
But like it gives people at the lower rung in that tier 1 a real chance to get up there and compete with some of the tier 4s, right? Now, if the tier 4s are really going about their work, they have the advantage, right? Clearly. But it doesn't mean that the tier 1s can't get out there and bust out a nice run and get up there and get in a ranking that's outside of the tier that they might have purchased into. And I think that's really fucking cool.
You know what? The tier 1s, we are in the gutters for real. Tier 1s who are past mood. They don't want you to win. But
That's how I feel.
My tier 1 brethren, we are going to rise up. They don't want you to win, but we're going to, through grit and hard work, we are going to get to the top of the ranks, baby.
Well, besides everything that has been said, that I completely agree. I wanted to bring like a new point to the table. It's something that it really interests me and fascinates me. It's how this Dookey Dash mint created a whole new economy, a whole new job, let's say, to gamers that now are playing night and day for others and making thousands and thousands of dollars like that. So people that are really skilled and they can really play for others, because there is this possibility, let's not forget it. And it's like, it's not illegal. It's not that you cannot do it. So you can do it if you want. You can pay a gamer and actually get them have a So I saw price lists. I saw like all the craziest things, like menus where you can choose your score and how much you get, like how much you can, you have to pay for that. Like it's incredible, like in a positive way from my point of view, because it's giving people with skills in the gaming industry, like those gamers that, you're just playing a game, you're never going to make money with that. Like, no, I'm actually making money. This is creating a whole economy around a game that goes for like 3-4 weeks. That is like making people really earn salaries on it. So this is super fascinating for me.
I've just shared price list, and there's many of these going around. And again, this is by Yuga's own admission. They're totally cool with this. This isn't illegal. It's not going to get your score removed by any means. It's one of the benefits of using Warm or Delegate Cash. Of being able to delegate your NFT to somebody else and they can play. We had a tutorial on the DAM show. If you want to learn how to do that, you can go watch one of the previous videos on warm.xyz and how you can use that. But again, this is part of the game, and I think it's cool that NFTs have evolved to a point where we can even do this. We can share assets like this in a safe way. Shout out to Weenu and Delegate Cash for creating these solutions, because all of this stuff really moves the space forward. I've heard so many stories, and I was speaking about this on the other space FM with Baron and Nana. I've heard so many stories of people getting their friends and family to play Dookey Dash, and even if they don't have a pass or NFTs, they can delegate, get them set up with a wallet and delegate, and all they have to do is go to dookeydash.xyz and play. So it's fairly simple, and now they have a wallet. I've seen so many videos of kids playing Dookey Dash, and so really, like, Yuga is putting their foot down and making a statement that, gaming in Web3 works, and look at what we're doing. This is going to pave the way, because we've said this before on the show. The big bet here is in this whole space for Yuga anyways, other side. And so this is just another experiment that's going to lead into that. So I completely agree. I think it's fascinating. And somebody that actually doesn't even own an ape, last I checked, holds the high score on Dookey Dash is a gamer named Orangie. So
and before we start this, real quick, as a 9th tip, y'all, when someone tells you to go quiet on the comms and they're running for a high score, shut the fuck up. That's the 9th tip that I got for y'all, real quick. That's all.
Quiet on the comms. And of course, Diamond is referencing this video by Orangie where he is going on it's his high score run. Now, again, I haven't confirmed. This is from a couple of days ago. Somebody might have a number 1 score on top of this, but at the time of January 26th, this is the actual high score run. And so we'll play a little portion of this right now for everybody.
Going from first.
Nice.
Yeah, no, this is a really good run. I just hit 620.
Nice.
This could
Hey,
be the one from first, but we can just chill right now. You know,
Just chill, no pressure.
No, chill, claps. Let's not rage, please. Is that would be really cool. We don't rage, because you know, this could be a really interesting run for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I would. Yo, all right, clear comms. Yeah, clear comms. Just let's not talk it off, please. Because I'm only 5K away from first right now. Hyperventilating a little bit. Not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, clear comms, please. Hey.
Going back.
No, clear comms. Please don't. I died. I'm first.
No
Wait,
way.
look at my screen.
No way.
Obviously,
Wait, I don't know.
plan, right?
Let's go!
Nice.
Clear comms, guys. Clear the comms.
What a legend! What a
The man
legend!
is going for it. And
Wow.
again, I could be wrong about this, but I heard that he doesn't own an ape. That somebody delegated to him, and so we have a big streamer. And let me pull up his pedigree. He said he was top 500 in Overwatch, top 100 in RL. I don't know what that is. Top 1 in Splitgate, top 10 Kovac scores, ex-pro Fortnite player. That's the secret, guys. Be a nerd. So this is a streamer that has a lot of people that watches streams and is gaming, and we know that gaming and NFTs had like this little spat. I still don't fully understand, if I'm being very honest, but the fact that they are playing, they're getting excited about the game. It's reaching gamers, it's reaching families, it's reaching kids, and this is onboarding. I know Keegan talks about my kind of onboarding, but this is another form of onboarding.
Yeah. This is a powerful one. Yeah.
I love how he's like, so like, all right, y'all, this could turn out interesting. You know, I'm chill. I'm just staying calm, you know, and then clear fucking calms. All right. This shit's getting serious. I'm top 5K within top. I'm fucking hyperventilating now. And like, I felt like I was in that motherfucker for a minute with the rider, like up, you know, like I was like, damn, okay. I better not get caught on one of these streams. I'll fucking lose my shit, you know?
Yeah. Maybe delegated your pass to anybody else besides the people that we played with on Dookey Dash. Thank you for that, by the way.
Not yet, but I'm gonna do next week. I'm actually sharing with a professional gamer.
Can you reveal the name of the professional gamer? Do we know this person?
Yeah, you know this person. I can. I don't know, to be honest. I will have to ask him. I don't know if I can reveal.
Well, okay, we can keep it private.
It's
for now.
Ninja. We know it's Ninja. For sure.
Imagine.
For sure.
Imagine. I'm gonna call Guy. We'll see if we call up Ninja.
Yeah, I
and
know
say,
a guy.
Hey, I know a guy. does Guy know a guy? Because I need some high scores. Maybe, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna try my luck with the mouse over the next few days or so and see how it goes. But look, if I'm not able to crack a good score, then I'm with you there. Sign me up. It's a fair trade, fair play. Other people are doing it. Let's get some delegation going, and let's try to get a good skill-based mint out of it.
Yeah,
So-
and anyway, we are pushing the NFT economy also with our ETH and our money that we share.
Exactly. Load up those power charts, load up those ETH wallets, load up Warm or Delegate Cash, and we're going for it, baby. Let's go. The DAM does Dookey.
I was thinking about just secondarily to that is like, you know, I think it would be really cool because like Orangie, right? He was using someone else's ape, right? Sets a high score, right? And I know that high score is going to stay with the tier pass, right? But at that delegation point, right? Maybe a little bit of a marker for Orangie there that he set one high score and then he went to somebody else's ape and set a second high score, another top 10 for the people that are participating on the game end to be able to track some of that too. For maybe, I think there might be something cool, at least for the future of people who might not have the asset to continue stacking little marks, right? Little checks, and then maybe they could turn into something in the long term.
Yeah, 100%. It's a great point. And I think, well, I mean, he's getting a lot of Twitter clout. I can tell you that. The apes and his Twitch streams are blowing up. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he's enjoying integrating in the ecosystem. And, maybe after this experience, he's like, yo, Web3 is awesome. Bored Ape's awesome. And he's going to come in with his board or Mutant Ape as well. I don't doubt that. And so I think that there's so many cool things happening here. And we are so blessed to be at the forefront of this. We're deep in the bear, and we're going to talk about 10KTF in the other video, but 10KTF has been riding out the bear. We got a bunch of loyal fans and creators like us that are doing the damn thing, and then we also have companies like Yuga that are really pushing the space forward and saying, hey, it's not all about price. Let's have fun. Let's create moments and let's enjoy this. And so, look, this Dookey experiment, as far as I'm concerned, it is already a success, and we're only on phase 1 of what is a multi-month rollout. I'm excited for Evo 1, Evo 2, the summoning, and the other side, because I'm sure this is going to be incorporated in that somehow. And yeah, just see where it goes from here.
I'm just going to play more. That's what I want to say.
Get a mouse and play more.
I'm going to play more for sure. Yeah.
Hey, all I want to say is Yuga, keep the degen shit coming, like with the power sharks, right? The Dookey Dash, the key in a monkey's asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the fun stuff for us, right? I absolutely love the way that these degen aspects are being built deeply into the lore. And I think that'll carry forth for the future. I'm pumped about it. It reminds me of this like Fartman game I used to play on Sega Genesis back in the day, right? And like, or maybe it's Boogerman, I think it was called. But like, it's just like, even at that time, I was like, oh, I get to flick boogers at people and kill them. And I'm like, oh, how cool, And so it's just these fun, degenerate ways that we can play and have fun in gaming. And I'm super pumped about it. Thank you, Yuga. Keep it up, y'all.
Yeah, Yuga just leading the space, and the DAM show, we'll be there covering you, Yuga. So before we go, we have some exciting news on the DAM front. The DAM show is officially applying for an ApeCoin DAO grant. We have some really exciting things that we want to do when it comes to the other side, when it comes to 10KTF, and when it comes to kind of talking with the Ego ecosystem, because when 10KTF got acquired, it just made such a natural sense for us to continue to expand what we talk about and the things that we do. And so we would love for you guys to check out our grant and give us some comments and feedback. The link is going to be in the description. It's going to be on the ApeCoin discourse, and we'll have many opportunities in the coming weeks for people to come on and ask questions, and we will give more details about and our thought process behind this. This is a really important thing for us, and we're really going for it. We've been building this show with no money for 7 months. We've been doing it on our own dime, and we really want to take this to the next level. We really feel like this works, and we have so many cool plans that we want to do to create more fun and joy in the community. And so please check that out. Have yourself a good night, and check out the other video about 10KTF if you're interested. Like and subscribe to our DAM channel. Our goal for the next few months is to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Guys, every single one counts. We love you. We appreciate you.